think the greatest thing about football is the lessons it teaches you, the values you learn that are beneficial to you.
Here's Manning, back to pass.
When you get hit, you get back up and you continue to strive to reach for that goal line. Well, it's just like that in life too. You get knocked down, you get back up and you continue to strive and reach for the goals that which you set for yourself.
I tell you, in tough times and in good times, football has been the backbone of much of my success.
You look at the game of football, and you realize that in many ways it's a metaphor for the American psyche, who we are, what's important to us.
What makes America great? And you look and say, you know, the sport of American football hasn't exactly exported around the world. And when you look at the fact that we are the #1 GDP in the entire world with 26% of the world representative of what happens in the United States of America, if you think I don't believe that football has something to do with that, God bless America.
At the National Football Foundation, we build leaders through football. I think there's so many people that are leaders in our country, leaders in our society, who did play football, and you'll always hear them reflect back on their football days and the lessons they learned there.
Football has been such an important part of my life and really shaping me in so many ways. Had it not been for this game, would you really know what it's like to face adversity? Would you really know what it's like to be pinned down? And how do you listen and get over yourself of making yourself the most important person out there, where you truly understand how to become a member of a team?
The tough lessons about football have guided my decisions in business. Trust, love, and commitment is the motto on our national championship ring in '88 at Notre Dame. Can I trust you? Do you care about me? And are you committed to excellence? If I can answer those three questions in the affirmative about anyone, whether it's at home, whether it's someone I'm doing business with, I know I'm dealing with somebody who's a keeper.
The National Football Foundation is the biggest advocate for football in general.
Part of our mission in the National Football Foundation is to make sure every aspect of the public recognizes that overwhelming majority of the young men who play the game of college football do it for the right reasons, they do it the right way, and they're able to both infuse the game with their own values and take from the game the important values that the game of football can provide for them.
This organization started by General MacArthur, Red Blake, and Grantland Rice. We stand for what's good about the game of football. There's a lot of good people out there and good things that go on with kids that play football, and I think we recognize them. And especially, I'm proud of the fact that we recognize the scholar athlete.
When we pick our scholar athletes, you were exposed to literally hundreds of spectacular young men, and you'd say any one of them I'd love to have as a son, and to embrace him and say, I am so proud of what you're doing, not just as a football player, but with the rest of your life.
You celebrate those values that you believe are important to you, and what we spend time and invest in are the things that people understand is important to us. That Campbell Trophy is all about promoting and extolling the virtues of the highest and best of all of us, and that is balancing the interest of this sport, playing well on the field, but at the same time understanding that the long-term play, the true game of life, is all about excellence off the field.
That's the type of individual that's going to help us have a better country in which we all live in. And I always admired the fact that the National Football Foundation recognize high school seniors, and they honor high school seniors with scholarships. And I love the fact that the numerous amount of chapters that the National Football Foundation has recognizes those high school seniors as well.
We reward kids starting at high school with our chapter program and all the scholar athletes scholarships that we give to needy kids, the ones that do this great job of balancing that football time and that academic requirements. We honor those kids, and those are the ones that turn out to be, great leaders and great people in our society.
I think the College Football Hall of Fame is extremely important to the foundation. The College Football Hall of Fame really keeps the legacy of football, whether it's through the great players that played the game, the great leaders in our country that had been impacted by the game, keep you up on current issues going on in college football. It's a huge part of football in itself.
These are our icons from the past. Let's honor them, because by honoring them, we honor the game today, and we honor the game of the future.
We've been in other places, but we got a great place and a great city and an unbelievable Hall of Fame that people are just flat gonna want to see and go through.
I think the National Football Foundation will have a big impact on the future of football, because the National Football Foundation is always going to be out front, leading the charge to keep the game going, to promoting the game of football, making sure that people understand the value of playing the game of football and the values that playing the game of football brings to individuals.
I'm all about promoting the benefits of this sport to the kids who play it, to the families who support it, to the communities who enjoy it. It's a lot bigger than just guys running into each other on a football field over inflated pigskin.
It's just gratifying to be part of something that does something good for young people. But we're always looking for more areas where we can do good and more people we can help and more ways we can just promote the game of football and the great game that it is.